Hey guys, we're going to be doing a test on many different projectiles and factory loaded ammunition, reloaded ammunition. And here's why I couldn't do the test. The Vortex SPARC. This is actually the SPARC 2. This is SPARC 1, which I've had some issues with. More recently, the button doesn't work anymore. You have to like rotate it around to be able to find where it turns on. I can't find it. But yeah, that doesn't work. Let me see if I can find it just so you can... Okay, there. Yep. Is it brightness now? There you go. Okay, so it does work, as you can see. It just takes some finicking around with. The original problem I had with it was I had it on my 12 gauge, and I was shooting slugs through it. So yeah, it's a lot of recoil. But the red dot would just completely disappear. It wouldn't flicker like they told me it would, but it actually does look. The red dot looks smaller than that to your eye. It looks kind of big on the camera. Yeah, like it doesn't just flicker like they said it would. It actually flat out just disappeared. And I thought I was hitting the night vision. So on the version 1, if you hit this button right here, the NV button, it makes it to where your dot will seemingly disappear, but it's actually it's not disappearing. It's just switching over to night vision mode, so you can actually use this optic with night vision, not like that it turns your optic into night vision. But yeah, so that's the version 1, which I do not like the version 1s anymore. They're just bulky. This is like rubberized, so when it's you're hard on your gun, it like sticks to stuff or your gear, and like if you accidentally drop your rifle in the dirt, like this, the dirt sticks to this rubbery material. It's really soft rubber. Okay, so that's the SPARC 1. This is the SPARC 2, which I had a lot more trust in up until a while ago. I have the caps a little bit loose right now, so I can show you what I was doing. So I was doing an ammunition test. I didn't get to complete it because this dot completely stopped working, and I actually didn't have iron sights. The reason why I have these iron sights on here now, these backup iron sights, is because just for this reason I'm about to tell you. So I had the caps off. It was snowing, and so I was adjusting the turrets. And if I remember correctly, so it was snowing and stuff, and I went to go make some adjustments, and the cool thing about these caps is they actually have like a flat head on the back, so you just flip them around and you can adjust it. But I went to go look back at the dot after I had made the small, I think 5 clicks, whatever, and the dot was gone. So I was like, oh, maybe it turned off, maybe it's been on for that long, so I tried turning it on. Nothing happened, so I'm like, there's no night vision button, there's no power button on this version. It's a harder rubber compound as well, but there's no night vision or anything. It's just 2 buttons, and just up and down. This up button is on, and this down button is just down. If you hold it for, I think, 5 seconds, like 1, 2, like 5 seconds, it'll turn the dot off. And then once you get past a certain point, it switches to night vision, like when you go all the way down, which is good. It's a little bit longer to get there, but anyway, so I went to go look back at my dot, and it was gone. So I'm like, what did I do wrong? So I tried tightening the battery cap, I tried undoing it, and then it just disappeared. So I started just shooting it, thinking the vibration would bring it back on, because maybe I knocked something loose, and it still didn't work. So what I figured is moisture got into these little turret areas while it was snowing, like the snow was coming down, and I saw it melting on the optic itself. And I think some moisture got in there and somehow got into here. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. If anyone from Vortex or someone that knows a lot about red dots can chime in and tell me what happened there. So I brought it home, very frustrated. I didn't get any footage of it because there's not really much footage to get, like of a red dot not working. But I was frustrated. I couldn't complete the test, which I had gone out there specifically to do an ammunition test. And yeah, so I get home, still won't work. So I let it sit by a heater for a couple hours or whatever and come back to it, and it turns right on. So I figured it has to be something moisture or temperature related. Maybe it was like in the snow, or maybe the red dot just stopped working because it got too cold. I don't know, but it was really disappointing. So to make this a little bit more clear, I'm not bashing Vortex. I own a lot of their products. I own the SPARC 1, SPARC 2, the StrikeFire 1. Actually, never mind. I just sold that, but I did own that. Not because it's broken or anything, just because it didn't fit on any of my platforms lengthwise. I mean, it fit, but I just didn't like it. It was too big, and the battery choice was kind of weird. I own a Crossfire 2, which is no illumination. I got a Strike Eagle 1-6, and that does have an illuminated reticle, but it also works without the illumination. And then this is actually a Vortex 3x magnifier. It's I don't know why the hell they made it to where if you want the magnifier to go to the right, you have to mount this in the opposite direction, because this mount actually comes the other way. So you would push the button right here, but then it would flip to the left. So it just didn't make much sense. I wish they would have put maybe the button like here or something. So, because in order to actuate this, I have to come around the gun from the top or from the bottom and actuate this if I want it to flip to the right. Because when it's flipped to the left, it's like in your field of vision, unless you're a left-hander. It's like right in front of your face. The cool thing about having this flip to the side, though, is you can kind of look down. You can kind of look down the optic, and you know, it doesn't have to be necessarily right in front of your red dot. And you can look down and like looking to see if you hit stuff. In case you're trying to, if you're training without it for whatever reasons, or whatever. Normally, when I'm shooting longer distances, I'll just keep it on there like that. But it's cool to just flip it to the side. I might mount something different on here, but for now, it works and I enjoy it. But anyway, so I like Vortex products. This is not like a bashing video. I recently wrote them an email trying to get them to replace this unit for me, because they have an unconditional lifetime warranty. Never runs out, and it's transferable, so you don't have to worry about, like, if you have a friend that you like and you're like, hey man, here's this site, you don't have to go through a bunch of paperwork of transferring ownership when it's in their hands, so now it's theirs. So if they have a problem with it, or you sell it on eBay or whatever to some random person, if they have a problem with it, you send it in and they give you a new one for free, or they fix it or whatever. They have a unconditional lifetime warranty, unless you like literally, if they know that you broke this on purpose somehow, like if you had a video of you like, hey, check this out, that's that would be just irresponsible of you as the consumer. And unless you had permission to do like testing, extreme torture testing or something like that. Anyway, so this isn't a bashing video. I just want people to be aware of this, and maybe Vortex, like, I don't know what it is about your SPARC and your SPARC 2 that is failing, but I'm having consistent failures with this line. One time I tried, they say just tighten this cap down all the way, right? And then you won't have any flickering issues or whatever, because they're aware of this issue, right? I'm not sure why they don't themselves just fix the issue, because if a lot of people are having a problem, there's clearly an issue. Like, they can blame it on whatever they want, but there is an issue. So I actually put a rubber O-ring to put more pressure on the battery, and that seemed to have alleviate the issues for this particular one. Just having more pressure on the battery, but then this button broke, so I'm like, I can't turn it on and off when I need to. So this is it's a useless red dot. I mean, it's a range toy at this point. Like, I can't trust this for anything. I can't go out in the wilderness with my gun and then rely on this for protection if I can't get my shit on. So, I'm waiting for the response. I wrote that email trying to get them to warranty this. I think I wrote it about a week or two ago, so I'm still waiting for a response. I'm going to give them a chance to respond via email. If they don't, you know, maybe in the next week or so, I'm going to call them up and see what they say about both these units. And hopefully we can get something figured. For now, it does work again. And just to prove that it works, okay, sorry, I bumped the camera there. And there's the dot right there. So, it looks pretty dim, actually. I'm not really sure why it looks so dim, because it's all the way up. And actually looking through it, it looks much dimmer than this one. Anyway, so that's one more thing, I guess, to complain about. But that's why I couldn't get you that video. I never announced it or anything, but I just wanted to kind of, I guess, show you that if you don't have the right gear, you're not going to have a good time, both, you know, in a defensive situation, or if you're just out having fun. Like, I didn't bring iron sights with me, so I could not continue my test. I was out, you know. I brought my bolt action rifle to do some testing as well, and that worked great, you know. I'm very happy with the results. But just to show you, like, if you don't have your rifle set up correctly and you don't bring the necessary equipment with you to have your fun or conduct your test, you know, you're gonna not have a good time. Anyway, that's that. I just, like, sort of a weird video I just kind of put together. It's not what I wanted to present to you guys, but it's what it is, and I just wanted to let you guys know. Thank you for watching. Nice fresh snow. Looks like only animals have been here. Okie dokie. Send it. Okay, first up we're going to be shooting some Hornady VMAX 110 grain. They're supposed to be going at 2,350 feet per second, probably out of a 16-inch barrel. This is not. Target's 100 yards away. And it's a steel target, so you should be able to hear it on the video, possibly. There's two targets side by side, both at 100 yards. And I'm going to try to shoot the left one first. This charging handle doesn't lock back because the damn latch spring is too weak, so it hits me in the face occasionally. It's really annoying. Can't tell where it hit. This fucking thing's annoying. Okay, what's happening is I'm flinching every time because this fucking charging handle hits me in the nose, and it's making me anticipate the next shot. Both targets are knocked down. I thought this was cool enough to show you guys. See this? Crazy. Crazy looking.